The humid afternoon air clung to my skin as I stood on the sidewalk of 142 Elm Street. My suitcase handle slick in my grip. My key slid into the shiny new deadbolt and refused to turn. I jiggled it, pulled it out, tried again. Nothing. The brass I'd installed myself 3 years earlier was gone, replaced by brushed nickel that gleamed mockingly in the July sun. My heart stuttered. This was my house. Every warped floorboard, every stubborn window, every inch of crabgrass in the backyard belonged to me. Sophia Reed, the 32-year-old freelance sound designer who'd scraped together the down payment after years of hauling equipment to corporate gigs across Ohio. I stared at the house that had once felt like my sanctuary. Raw lumber framed an unauthorized addition jutting from the garage into what used to be my garden space. My mother's wind chimes still swayed on the porch. But behind them, floral curtains I didn't recognize billowed in the breeze. A low laugh escaped me, tasting metallic from the split lip I'd get later. But right then it was pure disbelief. Sophia? My next-door neighbor Carla Mendoza lowered her watering can, her face a careful mix of sympathy and caution. Honey, things changed while you were gone. I turned, voice tight. Carla, what happened to my locks? She glanced toward the house. Derek started a few weeks back. First the garage work at all hours. Then lumber trucks. Then he started telling everyone this was his place now. Said you'd signed it over. The world tilted. Derek Vance, my mother's new husband of 2 years. The 6'2" salesman with the easy smile and hands that had never known real labor. He'd swept into Mom's life after Dad died, promising businesses that never materialized. I'd kept quiet because Mom had been so lonely. When my 4-month contract in Indianapolis came up, I'd offered them the house temporarily. March through June.
No rent.
Just maintain it and leave when I returned. Mom had hugged me. Signed the simple agreement I'd printed online. Derek had barely looked at it. The project ran long. I texted Mom I'd be home July 15th instead of the 1st. She sent a heart emoji. Now here I was, locked out of my own life. Carla stepped closer. We didn't believe him at first. Everyone knows how hard you worked for this place. But he's gotten aggressive. Yelled at the building inspector. Told the mail carrier to stop delivering your stuff. Said you didn't live here anymore. My hands shook as I dialed Mom. She answered brightly. Sophia, did you get home okay? Mom, I'm standing outside my house, and the key doesn't work. A pause. Derek's voice rumbled in the background. Derek changed the locks for safety. Sweetheart. Those break-ins on Pine Street. We'll get you a key tomorrow. This is my house. Let me in now. Another pause. Derek's tone sharpening. He's made so many improvements. The garage is a proper workshop now. We're talking about making this a real family home. I stood frozen on the sidewalk that had been mine for 3 years. Mortgage payments etched into my credit history. Behind me, Frank Harlan's door opened. The retired mail carrier gave me a grim nod from across the street. Need us to call anyone? Sophia? Not yet. I managed. Though my voice cracked. I retreated to Carla's kitchen, using her Wi-Fi to pull up my deed, mortgage statements, the rental agreement. Carla made tea while her husband Miguel watched the window. He's coming out, Miguel said quietly. Derek emerged from my front door like he owned the porch railing he leaned against. He'd gained weight, beer softening the edges, wearing one of Dad's old shirts Mom must have kept. Sophia, he said my name like spoiled milk. Your mother said you'd show up. Unlock my house. Derek. He laughed, crossing his arms. That's where you're confused. This is a family home now. Marjorie and I have residency. I've sunk thousands into improvements, new wiring, foundation work, fixed that deck you let rot. Under Ohio law, that counts for something. You had no right. Your mother invited me. I've paid utilities, maintained the place, makes us tenants. You can't just evict without process. He stepped closer, beer on his breath at 4 in the afternoon. Besides, you abandoned it. For months gone. I can claim adverse possession based on the work. It takes 21 years in Ohio, I countered. Steadier than I felt. His smile turned ugly. Maybe. But eviction takes months. Legal fees will drain you while I keep improving my investment. My investment? I showed him the deed on my phone. This says Sophia Reed. Only me. His face darkened. College girl with your fancy contracts. Possession is 9/10. We're in. You're out. Want us gone? Evict us. Meanwhile, your mother and I are talking to a lawyer about common law rights, verbal agreements for indefinite stay. That's a lie. Prove it. He straightened, towering. Now get off my property before I call the cops for trespassing. Neighbors watched from porches, Frank with his phone out recording, Carla and Miguel standing firm. Mom appeared in the doorway, wringing her hands. Please, let's not make a scene. Derek's worked so hard. Mom, look at me. Do you really believe this is his house now? She couldn't meet my eyes. He's done so much. The garage is beautiful. Marriage is sharing. Sophia. But this house isn't yours. Derek stepped between us. She's my wife. What's hers is mine. Ohio isn't community property for pre-marriage assets, I said. You have no claim. His face flushed red. You little, he caught himself, glancing at the phones. We'll see what courts say. We're not leaving. Hotel's downtown if you need a place. He pulled Mom inside and slammed my door. The sound echoed down Elm Street like a gunshot. Frank walked over, showing his recording. Got the whole thing. Him admitting the locks, claiming ownership. This helps. I nodded numbly. That night in a Holiday Inn off the highway, I drafted a 3-day notice to quit. Ohio law was clear for holdover tenants. Derek wanted to play games. Fee. But I'd learned to fight for what was mine after 3 years of payments. And now I had a neighborhood ready to stand witness. 3 days later, certified mail receipt in hand, I returned with the second copy of the notice. The sheriff's standby was scheduled for next week. But I was documenting conditions for my attorney. 2 p.m. Friday. Most neighbors at work. But Carla's curtain twitched as I approached. I knocked on my own door. Derek yanked it open. Flushed. Eyes bloodshot. Whiskey scent rolling out with the AC. You've got nerves showing up. Delivering the second notice. 72 hours from delivery to vacate. He snatched and crumpled it. Told you we're staying. I kept calm. Phone recording discreetly in my pocket. Your choice. Monday we file eviction. You think you're better than everyone, he snarled. Stepping onto the porch. Forcing me back. Too good for Oak Ridge. Too good for regular folks. I need to inspect the property condition. Not happening. He blocked me, shoving my shoulder hard enough to stumble me. Don't touch me. Or what? Call the cops? Your word against mine. Marjorie will back me. That's when I noticed the cameras. Frank's garage swivel. The Johnsons' doorbell glowing blue. Carla's new system blinking red. 3 angles at least. Derek, I said loudly for the mics. Step back. You're intimidating me on my property. He laughed sharply. You haven't seen intimidating. His fist connected with my cheekbone in a short, vicious jab. Pain exploded. I dropped to one knee on my own walkway, copper flooding my mouth. The world rang. Doors opened everywhere. Carla's voice. I'm calling 911. Frank's footsteps thundered down his drive. Derek stood over me, fist clenched. Get up then get out. Or there's more. I pull my phone, face swelling. 911. What's your emergency? This is Sophia Reed at 142 Elm Street in Oak Ridge. I've been assaulted by Derek Vance on my property. Need police and medical. Derek paled, seeing neighbors emerge with phones. Frank already dialing. She fell. Everyone saw it. She tripped. I have video, Carla called, holding her phone high. Whole thing, including the punch. Miguel joined her. Even old Mrs. Whitaker from 2 houses down watched from her porch with her cane. Derek shouted, "You're all conspiring. Set up." Mom appeared. Pale. Derek. What did you... Oh, God. Sophia. Your face. Get inside. Eleanor, he snapped. But Mom stared at the blood on the sidewalk I'd shoveled every winter. You hit her. You hit my daughter. She came starting trouble. You hit my daughter, Mom repeated. Louder. Sirens approached. Derek looked between me. The semicircle of phones. Mom backing away horrified. This isn't over. He stormed inside, slamming the door. Frank helped me up. Don't touch your face. Let EMTs document. Carla brought frozen peas in a towel. Got it all. Honey. 3 angles. Under the pain. Clarity crystallized. Derek had just handed me every weapon I needed in front of Oak Ridge's best neighborhood watch. Police and ambulance arrived. Officer Ramirez, a high school acquaintance, took statements while EMTs examined me. Possible mild concussion. X-rays recommended. I want to press full charges, I told Ramirez clearly. Multiple video sources. He nodded at the house. We'll take him in for questioning. He's inside. Yes. An officer? This is my house. He's a guest served eviction notice 3 days ago. Put that on record. The law was finally knocking. And Derek wouldn't control the door this time. Or release me after hours, with contusions and concussion diagnosis. Photos taken for evidence. Back at the hotel. 17 missed calls from Mom. 3 unknowns. I ignored Mom. Listened to neighbors checking in, and one from attorney Laura Chun of Chun and Associates. Real estate specialists. Tom, Frank recommended me. Heard about your situation. Free consultation Monday morning. Time sensitive. I called back immediately. Laura spent 40 minutes outlining options. By end, Monday meeting set and plan clear. Weekend blurred with ice packs and compiling documents. Deed. Payments. Agreement. Taxes. Insurance. Frank created a shared drive. Neighbors uploaded videos of assault and weeks of Derek's behavior, illegal builds. Aggression. Monday. Face purple but resolve steel. I sat in Laura's office. She reviewed efficiently. Assault gives leverage. Emergency protective order today. Keeps him 500 feet from you and property. Forces him out. Mom, not naming her unless needed. We filed unlawful detainer too. 3-day notice expired. Reported unpermitted construction to city. You're the victim discovering it, Laura assured. Derek liable for fines and removal. 3 hours later. Documents filed. Judge granted temporary protective order immediately. Hearing set. Unlawful detainer in process. Tuesday morning. Officer Ramirez and locksmith met me at the house. Derek's truck gone. Mom's sedan there. Served order. Derek answered haggard. This is bullshit. 1 hour for essentials, Ramirez said. Then vacate. Stay 500 feet away. While Derek packed under watch. I documented damage. Wall holes from illegal wiring. Scratched floors. Garage workshop bolted to foundation. Mom sat at kitchen table. Avoiding eyes. I'm sorry. Leaving with him? She nodded. He's my husband. He assaulted me. Mom. You don't understand him. He's frustrated. He thought he could steal my house. She flinched, but left with him within the hour. Locksmith changed every lock. Neighbors emerged, Carla with cookies, Frank with toolbox, Johnson's with contractor lists. City inspector arrived. Documented violations, fire hazards, improper foundation, setbacks. All comes down. 15,000 minimum removal plus fines. On the person who did the work. I showed my Indianapolis proof. Inspector nodded. Notices to Derek's address. That night. First time in my bed in months. House smelled wrong, but familiar bones remained. Floors Dad helped refinish. My chosen paint. Peace settled amid the scars. Tomorrow civil damages. Criminal assault proceeding. Piece by piece reclaiming what was mine. The Oak Ridge neighborhood WhatsApp group launched that night. Carla started it, adding 20 households.
Description: supporting neighbors.
Keeping community safe. Really? It became the archive burying Derek Vance. Messages flooded. Frank, security footage May 12th. Derek threatening FedEx driver over my packages. Mrs. Whitaker, ring footage dumping debris in her cans at 2 a.m. Johnson's, truck hitting their mailbox. No note. Their teen son had skateboard videos of Derek yelling at kids, threatening cops. Carla was the archivist, 30 years court reporting experience. Her dining table covered in screenshots. Chronological notes. May 3rd, construction at 6 a.m. Violating noise ordinance. May 15th, audio of Derek telling mailman forward her mail. This is the Vance residence now. May 22nd, video confronting electrician. Shouting unpermitted work illegal. Threatening him off property. More, parking by fire hydrants. Threatening Frank's daughter over parking. Attempting to cut healthy maple tree online. Charging Martinez family venue fee for using street at July 4th block party. Construction suppliers. Photos of trucks. Plates. 2 unpaid. 1 filing mechanics lien. Derek claimed ownership to them. Owed thousands. New couple in 138. Package theft from porch address to me. Nunez family, siphoning gas. By Thursday, 140 plus pieces organized by Jessica Harlan. Frank's pre-law daughter. Timestamps. Chain of custody. Categories: assault, fraud, harassment, code violations. Laura was thrilled. Remarkable. Pattern of fraud. Intimidation. Criminality. Not just eviction anymore. Terrorized neighborhood. Mail interference federal. Construction fraud felonies. No contact from Derek, but Mom called repeatedly. Laura, route all through her. Friday preliminary hearing. Derek in ill-fitting suit with bottom feeder attorney Kyle Brooks. Mom behind them, eyes down. Judge Elena Vargas. No nonsense. Tolerated no theatrics. Brooks argued abandonment. Sweat equity investment. Provoked altercation. Verbal agreement to purchase via improvements. Judge. Written. Verbal. Laura presented assault videos 3 angles. Medicals. Police. Then bombshell. Derek advertising my tools on Marketplace and Craigslist yesterday. Location listed 142 Elm. Serials matching my 2022 receipts. Geotagged near motel skirting 500-foot boundary. Derek protested. Judge examined. Derek stood, shouting, "That house should be mine. I fixed what she neglected." Judge cut ice. Speak through counsel. Sit or contempt. Outburst sealed it. Laura methodically showed illegal construction report. Neighbor statements. Pattern. Requested maximum protective order. Judge didn't deliberate long. Evidence troubling. Clear assault. No ownership documentation. Improvements unpermitted. Protective order extended 2 years. 500 feet. Violation immediate arrest. Items claimed through civil process with supervision. Criminal assault separate. Prosecutor noted federal mail fraud investigation. Construction fraud charges. Derek gray-faced. Brooks pleaded housing. Judge, no claim here. Focus on your problems. Adjourned. Derek stormed out. Mom paused at door. Looked back, but left silently. Laura glowed. Tool listings gift. Jessica monitored sites. Found at 3 a.m.
Outside.
Frank and Carla waited. 2-year order. Federal charges coming. Mail fraud federal. Plus fraud. Serious time possible. Text from aunt. Your mom here in Indiana. Left him finally. Maybe someday reconciliation. Not today.
Civil suit next.
With ruling and charges. Derek's fight uphill. 2 weeks later. July 30th. Sheriff Enforcement Day. Civil eviction fast-tracked due to absence and order. Neighbors happened to be outside. Yard work. Coffee on porches. Mrs. Whitaker knitting in lawn chair. Deputy Hayes arrived with cruisers. Locksmith. Enforcing eviction. Full possession. At 9:15. Derek's truck screeched up. Stopping at boundary. Recording. This is theft.
My house.
My improvements. Maintain distance, Hayes warned. Derek paced. Want my tools. Claims through court. Then he spotted Mom getting out of Uber downblock with box. Eleanor. Tell them about our agreement. Mom froze.
Ich met Mina.
Something broke in there. Tell them you promised the house. The investment. Hayes to Mom. Ma'am. Do you need to be here? Just getting belongings. My daughter said okay. Derek raged. Don't abandon me. Crossed boundary toward her. Hayes radioed. Frank recorded. Every doorbell lit. Stop. Hayes commanded. Derek beyond reason. Storming past. Raising hand. Miguel stepped between calmly. Touch her. Need more than cops. Derek swung at Miguel.
Sidestepped.
Derek stumbled. Hayes cuffed him. Arrest for violating order and attempted assault. Setup. Conspiring. Mrs. Whitaker. Nobody planned your idiocy.
Son.
Cuffs clicked final. Ranting about conspiracies as driven away. Mom approached slowly. Filed divorce yesterday. Should have listened. I'm sorry, hung heavy. Something else. She played drunk recording from weeks ago. Derek slurring. Soon as divorce final. Own half house.
For sale.
Take half plus improvements.
Clear 60 grand.
Sophia thinks she's smart. But long game. Nuclear evidence fraud. Conspiracy. Intent. Locksmith handed new keys. Neighbors congratulated. Building inspector with crew demolished additions in hours. Wrong deck. Hazards. Violations. City to build Derek. Sunset on wounded, but free house. Gaps. Scars. But mine.
Peace.
Morning after arrest. Power tools woke me purposefully. Miguel and crew removing botched deck remains. Neighbors do this, Miguel said simply. Next days. Oak Ridge barn raised. Frank and Jessica cataloged repairs. Johnson's spreadsheet donated materials. Labor. Martina's brother-in-law electrician fixed wiring materials cost only. Insurance covers vandalism. State Farm approved quickly with evidence mountain. Mrs. Whitaker brought photo album. Your grandmother lived here 60s. Black and white me look-alike on porch. House good bones. Survived worse. Criminal case swift. Derek plea. 18 months mail fraud. 6 assault concurrent. Restitution unlikely, broke. Others ahead in line. Mom and I coffee September post-divorce. Older. Lighter. Sorry, not enough. Chose him over you. Lonely. Stupid. Nearly cost everything. You were manipulated, I said without old anger. Not fully okay yet. But beginning. October surprise. Letter from Columbus firm. Derek's mother passed 6 months prior. Estate trust beneficiary with conditions, restitution. Damages only. She knew his nature. Lawyer, set up years ago. Trust paid creditors. Victims. I received $12,000, finished repairs. Extra. Thanksgiving. Household. Better. New wiring. Proper garage foundation. Code deck with warranty. Saturday post-Thanksgiving block party, first in years. Victory unspoken. Kids sprinklers. Adults food stories. Jessica's highlight reel. Derek's stupidity clip set to music. Laughter tears. Carla beside me. Tamales plate. Brought us together. Gotten lazy. Derek reminded why need each other.
True.
Group stayed active. Security. Birthdays. Babysitting.
Tools.
Recipes. Real community. Porch that night. New keys worn smooth. Street quiet. Tree leaned. But currents loyalty beneath. Derek awakened dangerous thing, neighbors who cared. Mrs. Whitaker passing. Fool brought scam to neighborhood fight. 6 months later new family moved into former rental. Young couple. 2 kids. Nervous. Whole street helped unload. Shared Derek cautionary tale. Promise. Oak Ridge protect zone. My house stands solid. Repairs reminders not violence, but response. Still check locks, twice habit. But porch lights flicker solidarity. Cameras witness. Community guards. Derek wanted to steal my house. Instead gave proof chose right place. People fight alongside protect it. Deed in safe. Name clear. Real ownership, not paper. In neighbor waves. Borrowed tools. Shared meals. Lights on night walks. This my house. My street. As Derek learned hard way. Don't mess with Oak Ridge. The lingering question stays with me on quiet evenings, when family turns against you. When possession feels like 9/10 of the law. What truly secures a home? Is it the deed, the mortgage, or the quiet army of witnesses who choose to stand up? In the end, the cameras didn't just record Derek's fall, they reminded us all that no one stands alone when the neighborhood decides to watch together.